Now for more news from Norfolk, Suffolk and Essex.
Colchester Hospital bosses have banned a support group from calling stillborn babies angels in case it upsets non-religious families.
The Whisperer group, which donates the new angel mum bags for mothers who've lost a baby, says it's shocked by the ruling. Tom Barton has this report.
It's been 3 years, but even now Emma Kaiser thinks of her stillborn son Elokum every day.
You feel like you are the only one that has lost a baby. You don't realise there's other people that have lost a baby. So you feel like people don't understand how you feel.
So, along with Michelle Taylor, Emma helps run a support group called Whisperers to help other parents who found themselves in the same position. The group put together this bag to be given to parents of stillborn children at Colchester Hospital. But after initially being accepted, it was rejected because of a card addressed to angel parents.
It's actually what we call babies. We say we're angel parents of angel babies, much softer than saying we're bereaved parents of dead babies. She still suggested that we only use the word parent in fear of offending people, which I'm really not happy about.
Nobody from Colchester Hospital wanted to be interviewed on camera today. Instead, they released a statement in which they said, "Our concern is that the word angels has the potential to offend some people at what is an extraordinarily difficult and sensitive time. For example, not all religions believe in angels, and secular people certainly do not."
That's a view echoed by the National Secular Society.
I think it's kind of pushing people into the position, well, do you think your child was an angel, the one that's just died? And for those people who don't, it gives them an extra moment of sadness and difficulty that I think could be avoided.
The group say they just want to provide help to people at a desperate time and hope they can come to some arrangement with the hospital to provide this much-needed support. Tom Barton, Anglia News, Colchester.
A 57-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after husband and wife were shot this morning near Downham Market. Police were called to a house on the High Street in Nordelf just before midday and discovered the couple with gunshot wounds. Their injuries are not believed to be life-threatening.
A woman's been charged with drink driving in Essex after driving the wrong way on the motorway. A black Peugeot was seen travelling north on the southbound carriageway of the M11 near Stansted Airport at around 7:30 last night. A 42-year-old woman has been charged and is due to appear at Harlow Magistrates on the 30th of June.
The Bury St Edmunds MP, who was hit by a train last week in a suspected suicide bid, is to take leave until he's fully recovered. David Ruffley suffered only minor injuries after being struck by the Gatwick Express on the tracks at London's Victoria Station during Thursday evening's rush hour. Next tonight, is it the end of local radio as we know it, as Heart FM studios are cut by more than half?
Yes, across the country, Global Radio is to merge 33 local stations into just 15 regional services. 4 of these will be in our region, meaning the end of iconic stations such as the original Radio Orwell in Ipswich.
Heart Breakfast with Rob and Chrissy.
For Beds, Bucks and Hertfordshire, this is Heart.
Every morning, hundreds of listeners tune in. Now, some of your favourites are being turned off, with 11 Heart radio stations across the region merging into 4. So what will it mean? Well, Heart in Ipswich will merge with the station in Norwich to form Heart East Anglia. Colchester and Harlow stations also close, linking with the Chelmsford station to create Heart Essex. Cambridge will merge with the station in Peterborough, broadcasting as Heart Cambridgeshire, while Heart Northampton and Heart Bedford and Dunstable will also be axed, linking with Milton Keynes for Heart home counties. Outside Heart in Ipswich today, listeners didn't like the sound of it.
Local radio is important to local people, so they get more information and stuff like that.
I presume they'll be broadcasting but from somewhere else, so yeah, but I use it quite a lot. It'd be a shame to lose it.
My name is Dave Bowen. I'm with Jonathan Kramer through until 10 o'clock this morning.
It was the sounds of the 80s that launched the likes of Hereward Radio in Peterborough and Radio Broadland in Norwich. They were all about being local. But with regulations relaxed over the years, larger companies took over. Today, while visiting Norwich, the chairman of the BBC Trust said it's a sad day for broadcasting.
Nobody takes any pleasure in the loss of those stations. And let me say the BBC is very clear that it believes that there needs to be plural provision, particularly in news, and therefore that, it takes no pleasure in the loss of these stations.
Global, who own the network, haven't confirmed how many redundancies will be made, but say this will protect the future of smaller stations, and they are committed to increasing local news. But with industry experts predicting up to 200 jobs could be lost across the country, it will dramatically change the shape of these much-loved local stations, even if music remains at their heart. And I actually started my career in one of those stations, Q103 in Hereward.
Broadland for me.
Now, finally, a deep pothole has caused another day of delays for thousands of motorists using the A12 in Essex. Police closed part of the southbound A12 near Hatfield Peveril yesterday morning after water from a burst pipe damaged the road. One lane of the road has been shut ever since, and police are telling people to try and avoid it.
Now, apologies to viewers in the west of our region. We had a bit of a technical problem on some of our pictures in the last few minutes. Apologies for that. All back to normal now.